Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback and a... Comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike 58 right there. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Yeah. Gun. Show it up.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hey, pick your game up. Shit. Check 99. Check 99. Kill.
Hey, 0.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Room here to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
That's it, baby. We got one.
At their own 75-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On second down, here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He's coming. We got double. Go.
On first down, Wilson dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Flying 90. Watch 43. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Mike, come on. You better bring it. Check 24. Run left. He's checking. Crash. Check.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On third down, Wilson flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's see what you got. That's it. Mike, 50.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And this is Cook with a grab. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
49. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, 42.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it second and goal.
On the Seahawks 8-yard line.
Now Murray says hang on here. He'll step back and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Crunch.
Penny, a first down carry. Dances by him. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it second down and 11. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they take it over, we step aside. On second and 11 now. Murray. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. 49, guys. Mike, 49. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Yo. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Able to find Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Set. Pittsburgh. Rip left. Rip left.
Look at this, a tight end carry. There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jared Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
14. 43 for Mike, boy. 43. Check.
Now it's Wilson. He finds Howard complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. The completion good for 3 and it's second down.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Jumping. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. One left. SOS.
Now Rashad Penny. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Good job right there. Yeah, Mike. Hey, tight. 58, right over there.
To throw on third down. Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I'm trying to collect. Switch. Alert. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Martavis Bryant. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10.
Check. I'm on. Mike 5'9". Let's go.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Brings up second down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, he'll get this into the hands of Bird. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Now third down.
Here we go. 6-1. They're scared. 59's Mike. Echo. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 17, Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll make it third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. 12. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. 19. Slam, slam, slam.
Now Wilson on third down. Buying time to his left. Looking deep for Jennings. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. So don't say nothing. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Come on now, let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Oh, you got D? Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Hey, here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Check.
On the ground with a tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Try. Mike's 54. Mike 54. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block. Mike.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. And this is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
That's it. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm not ready. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Shotgun now from Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
To throw is Wilson. That's caught by Howard. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Bought that. Here we go again.
Check 15, check 15.
Check 3.
On the run, it's Penny. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, check 24. Wait.
Hey, 0.
Check the call.
Here's Wilson. He gets it to Thomas. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st down, Seahawks.
43 to Mike, boy. 43. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st.
1st down.
Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Tight dog. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Check. Hot route. Hey.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Strip that ball. Watch the safety green. Check 37. March 43.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Murray going to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll run with Penny. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
36 power.
Second and 10.
Go.
Tackle.
Mike's 40. Go, 14. 43.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And Thomas has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down now, it's Drake. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
4 down. Check. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Zebra.
Y'all playing the wrong.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
36.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 49.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Andy Lee now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Returnable for Lockett. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Undercross. Shift.
Now it's Penny, and an alley to run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll toss it to Penny. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run it again with Penny, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.